Hey there, Cavaliers. Welcome to this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Cantero. Joining me today is the technical director for the FCKC soccer team, Hugh Williams. Mr. Williams, thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Now, how did you get started with the FCKC soccer team as technical director, and what responsibilities come with that role?
Well, this is the second year of the team, second year of the whole league.
Yeah.
And last year I was on the coaching staff, and this year my responsibilities got upgraded to continue coaching, but also now to become the technical director, which in some ways is almost like a general manager or a director of operations for the club. So the responsibilities include the day-to-day business side of the front office, and also the player personnel, acquiring players through the draft, trading players and signing them through contracts and so on.
Oh, perfect. Now, opening day is this weekend. How is the team preparing for the big day?
Well, we've been practicing here in Johnson County.
Perfect.
2 days, well, 2 practices every day.
Yeah.
And so the first 3 weeks or so we were focusing on the fitness side of things. For the last week and a half it's been more of the technical side and tactical, getting ready for the game plan, I guess, if you like. We've also had 4 preseason matches as well.
Oh, perfect. Do you also get opening day jitters like the rest of the team does?
Yeah, I do. And that's, I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
And that's, I used to play soccer, so this has kind of taken over that part, the element that I need as a person, I guess.
All right, perfect. Now, FCKC and UMKC recently partnered up in a deal that greatly benefited both parties. Can you tell me what that deal was?
Yeah, we're going to be playing our games, our home games at UMKC. Last year we played at Shawnee Mission North High School.
Yeah.
UMKC is a little bit smaller venue for us in terms of how many fans we can get over there.
Okay.
But it's a soccer-specific stadium. And also maybe there'll be a little less fans out there, but just the intimacy of the whole stadium will be more beneficial for us.
Oh, perfect. Now, what do you think of this year's team? How many returners and how many new players are there?
We actually had more of a change than we wanted to.
Okay.
Our plan was to have a little bit more continuity than we did, but circumstances dictated that right now we have 11 new players.
Oh, okay.
So we got 22 players on in the squad. 11 of those are new, and 6 from the draft, and the others through trades, through free agency, and so on.
Now, tell me about the short but very great history of the team. How was Kansas City chosen as a team city?
Well, the league is ran and operated by the United States Soccer Federation, and they looked at Kansas City as a market that supports soccer.
Yeah.
And we call Kansas City Soccer Central because the success of Sporting, also the success of the youth teams here in Kansas City. There's a lot of players on both the boys and the girls side that are doing well on the national stage on youth soccer as well. And our ownership, our group, also run and operate the Missouri Comets as well.
Oh, okay.
So there was a background of our ownership in professional sports as well, and the United States Soccer Federation had confidence in us in being able to run this franchise.
Now, what is your philosophy when it comes to interacting with players while being technical director? I've heard of technical directors that don't even interfere or interact at all because it makes them easier to trade.
No, we as a group, I think, are very personable. We're very honest.
Yeah.
But I hope that we're the type of people that the players can feel comfortable coming to talk to us, sharing their thoughts. We got 6 players that are straight here from college, and this is their first job, if you like.
Yeah.
So, as a parent as well, we're hoping that the parents will trust us with their young daughters as well. So that we want Kansas City to be a second home for these players.
Yeah.
So we very much try and make. I know it's a cliche, but we're trying to make our whole club in a family atmosphere, if you like.
Well, that's a great philosophy to have. Now, you mentioned that you used to play soccer, and now you're working at the professional level. What advice would you give to college athletes who are hoping to make the pros one day?
Well, first of all, enjoy the game.
Yeah.
if you're not having fun with it, it's tough to be successful. Challenge yourselves. We ask our players every day to put on a to-do list to be the one person that's going to be working harder than anybody else today. Okay. So we ask the younger players to come early, leave late, continue to work on their craft, and obviously they got to be talented, right?
Yeah.
But as well as being talented, they got to be dedicated as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Williams, for joining me today, and best of luck to the team this season as well.
Thank you very much.
And that's all for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Cantero. We'll see you next time, Cavs.